back, at least so far, it will be the Gwen first pickup for V5.
Yeah, I mean, Rich looks super comfortable on this champion, and 369, despite the fact he had some big ultimates in the laning phase, or sorry, in the teamfight phase, his laning phase, looking very uncomfortable with Karsa putting surprisingly a lot of pressure up there. You know, as he said, kind of visiting his old teammate a lot and making sure that 369 was uncomfortable. So we'll have to see if 369 has that same target on his back. This game, JDG run it back though. I love this. Jinx and Thresh, we saw how crucial it was every single fight all throughout the laning phase. We want to just make sure that they're going to be comfortable once more in this bot side.
And as an ADC player, like, I was so happy at the beginning of the split with all the focus on ADs.
You said it to us.
You know, I just... No, I'm fine with Jinx versus Aphelios. I'm fine with the Dagda. I'm fine. It's literally the salty run back for V5, at least at this point, for the first 3 picks that they've gotten for themselves. But we'll see if they adjust into the second phase, as apparently we're just going to stick the same. JDG feeling very confident in their composition they had for game number 1. I mean, it worked out for them. They took away the dub, but it was a tried process getting to that point, it feels like. As we go into the second phase, though, we do want to change up those priorities, but not changing up the bans, as we're sticking the same along the board. Orianna for JDG, J4 for V5.
And it was the Ari for JDG in that last one with the first pick Rise, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that once more. So maybe V5 decide to mix it up here instead, getting rid of the Rise, which honestly I think might be their best bet here.
They got rid of the Zoe last time.
Yeah, I think the Rise is the bigger ban. You could see how much they struggled with trying to, like, well, honestly, they didn't. I was going to say Rookie actually did a phenomenal job in the Galio in finding roaming windows, but it did mean there was a lot of pressure that had to be put mid, and there we go. They're going to ban away that Rise and give a bit of an easier time for Rookie in that mid lane. Yagao, we'll have to see what he decides to go towards. Viktor has been a big one for him in that mid lane if they would like to go towards that. And yeah, I think just taking your jungler here and keeping your counter pick for mid is the best bet for Yagao.
And they take the Volibear away from Karsa, but we got to see the interactions last time around where we got a lot of the Trundle plays coming through for Kanavi himself and finding a lot of the pillars to make life difficult for V5. V5 themselves hovering that Skarner that Karsa picked up last time around, but that's more of a niche pick, and especially not into a composition like this, I feel like it'd be very difficult. They do go with the utility pick of the Zhao and that Crescent Guard.
Over in the LeBlanc here as well, would give an incredibly strong mid jungle. The only issue that I have a lot of the times with going towards the LeBlanc is you've got the Gwen in the top lane, double AP laners, gives that little bit of an easier time to itemize against, but with no real tank on JDG's side, won't matter too much. So LeBlanc and Zhao going to see if they can tear up the rift in this second game of the day. We'll have to see what Yagao decides to answer with. I think the Viktor or maybe something like the Galio would be really good, just in the ability to try and control fights a little bit, make it hard for this Aphelios to really have a nice time just with the zone control that a Viktor or something along these lines could offer. And it looks like JDG agreed. They're kind of setting up for the big circle comps with both the Kenenn, the ulti from the Volibear, and also the gravity field from Viktor being able to, and even the box hell to just control so many areas and where you can move in these fights.
See, what I love though is that we just have the battle of Venn diagrams on both sides. You have the mist and the crescent guard. You've got the slicing veils for over the gravity field. You know? Yeah, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be wonderful. Seeing these two compositions go together. But I want to get the breakdown here before we go to the game, because we are getting a slightly different flavor of V5 this time around, where it feels like that early lead they got last time can be utilized even harder and stronger.
Yeah, for V5, I actually think a lot of this will be trying to play through side lanes. Their team fight is good, but I definitely feel like, you know, getting Gwen ahead, definitely getting Rookie ahead in this LeBlanc is going to be the focus. Playing through this mid jungle in the early stages and then trying to operate in a 1-3-1 is going to make things a bit easier for you to set up, and gives a lot more control then for you if you can get that lead in towards finding picks and flanks, which is kind of what V5 are mostly going to be looking to do with this Zhao, LeBlanc, Nautilus combo. Whereas when we look across at JDG, it's more of the same what we got in the last game. Big team fights, AoE CC, opting in to like have these late game carries with Yagao and Hope, and in particular a ton of backline clear. Like, just get the hell off of the Jinx, get the hell off of the Viktor. So much peel for this squad.
Well, we will see as it all comes down to this second game for V5. If they can bring us to 3 games, the dream of this series. As we started off the day with a 47.5-minute banger, we'll see if Game 2 can live up to the name. V5 versus JDG, Game 2 starting now.
Right in the bush. Not often we see a lot of pressure up on this top side, but Yagao just going to spot it out. I think V5 knows something's up. When there's 2 solo laners here, you know there's going to be more. Nobody wanting to kind of like break the treaty just yet.
So we do get that little bit of spiciness in the top lane. V5 coming in here a little bit later, but something I want to highlight and something I want to focus and see if we see different going into the second game. It feels like teams kind of switch sides last time around, especially in their early game focus, right? Karsa focusing up towards Rich, not a normal C4 V5 where he usually puts all of his eggs into the rookie basket. And in game number 1 for Kanavi, it wasn't 369 the focus. As we saw Karsa saying, they love to focus its top side. It was Yagao who got the majority of Kanavi's attention in the mid lane. Now, if that continues, we'll see the game potentially play out the same way, but I would expect now that Karsa and Rookie are on this tag team duo of the LeBlanc and the Zhao, we'll see a bit of a different play style.
I agree. It feels like V5 are going back to what made them so strong, which is playing through the strong mid jungle here. And for Kanavi, it was really interesting, as you say, to see him giving up farm, not something we traditionally see Kanavi do, to help out Yagao, especially like burn that early flash from the Galio to stop any sort of like pressure coming in from Rookie and Karsa towards that mid lane, towards the rise. This time on the Viktor though, Yagao is going to be perfectly happy just try and farm this up. The big issue for Yagao is that he knows he's going to be under pressure. Whenever you see LeBlanc into this Viktor matchup, Viktor can actually do relatively well where he's able to use that Q, that shield, also opting usually in towards the domination tree to get the double Omnivamp runes, so then you can actually really go toe-to-toe against Rookie. Although this time he's actually opting in for the Biscuit instead of the Inspiration tree. This means that, as you can see, Rookie going to have a bit of a bigger advantage when it comes towards the initial trades. And Yagao going to be looking to use the TP and also the summon area to just try and trade a little bit from range. But Rookie at the moment doing a great job of closing that gap and getting these nice trades early.
And we did see same side start for both these junglers in this game, where that wasn't the same as we said for game number 1. So maybe in that difference of focus, we see both these guys going up towards the top side. Kanavi already heading that way as Rich's lane state, not in the best of terms, will be spotted on a ward as he tries to make this gank though, and Rich backs away.
Kanavi just going to clear out that ward. It's one of the benefits of this Volibear. Insanely fast clear with the AoE passive, with the Storm Splitter as well, being able to provide that AoE shield, and it's super healthy as well because you've got life steal off of the second proc of the W and also the shield that comes through. So moving up towards the top side, but Rich will successfully get this pressure off, get that wave crash, especially with Rookie having control of the mid. You've now got to kind of see control as JG onto your top side, which is why we're seeing Kanavi move back down towards the bot lane. We're hoping Missing are the ones in control.
Get the double thumbs up from V5. The synchronicity on the bot side between Photic and ppgod still alive there. We do have pings coming down towards this bottom side as Kanavi down this way to make his face shown. Will not be spotted out on the ward just yet, but going into the enemy jungle as Karsa himself, speak of the devil, coming out to his jungle of his own. So if we do get that early skirmishing we wanted, Rookie getting a ward down does spot out Kanavi.
I actually think that Kanavi going for the invade here isn't the best though, because there's one of the big advantages you can get in this Jinx versus Aphelios matchup is crashing fourth wave, resetting, getting a cull, and coming back just as this kind of minion right here on your screen connects. So it means it's really hard for Photic to push in. You don't actually get that because Hope had to stick around.
They actually get the engage. Death Sentence comes down. ppgod trying to get out with the Dread Blunt. Is this going to be first blood as Karsa comes in and Kanavi is duped? Kanavi is taken down, and first blood to V5. Flash forward from Photic. The Gravitum is connecting, but he can't find the damage to connect afterwards. Wind becomes lightning, and it's JDG making it out with just a little bit of wear.
And this is why I wanted to highlight that this is a really bad move from JDG. So not only do you get the definitive win that we just said of Hope resetting on fourth wave crash, getting Cull, and getting to start to accelerate herself, this Jinx, into the game, you also missed out on your reset timing for Kanavi. Karsa had already reset, had gotten the Ruby Crystal, had gotten that longsword, and was coming back onto the map. Kanavi hadn't, so he was weaker. And so in that fight, in a 3v3, you actually have a major advantage for V5. And Kanavi just thinking maybe he could get the kill before Karsa showed up, but Karsa doing a really good job of getting into position. And now, as well on that top side, 369 struggling again in this Gwen matchup. But see here, right? Like Karsa reading this play beautifully. He's not going for Raptors. He's not trying to accelerate himself. This is the Karsa playstyle. Use the advantage that he picked up off the faster tempo reset to turn this play around in bot side. Make sure that JDG are safe. Or sorry, that V5 are safe and that JDG are punished for the mistakes that they make.
And the mistake punishing is something that V5 can capitalize on, right? As Lyric says, one of the scrappiest teams in the LPL are V5. And they will fight you for everything you have. We saw the turnaround. The communication is definitely on point in that bottom side. It's actually Chaos Storm used by Yagao in the mid lane. I get some wave pushing, get this wave out of this precarious predicament that it's in.
And now again, we're going to have to see what Kanavi can try and do on this top side.
And that's a bit of trouble for Rich as the needlework actually healing a decent amount. Kanavi not quick enough on the trigger pull to get there in time. Now Karsa making his face show as it just feels like Karsa's shadowy Kanavi this whole time. Oh my god, the wind becomes lightning. Okay, it's not going to connect. 369 still watching his character. Okay, he's not caught shopping today.
He's able to back away from that one. But this is one of the things that you see when you don't take the Predator on the Volibear. It can actually be a little bit tough to get into these engagements and like follow up on a lot of the fights, especially if you are worried about Karsa showing up and trying to trade back or counter gank. The press the attack does really well in like the 1v1 and the duels, which if Kanavi runs into Karsa in his jungle, phenomenal. But we're just not seeing that come to fruition just yet. Karsa's been controlling this jungle matchup thanks to that play in the bot side, and now Kanavi's on the back foot, and it becomes a lot more difficult to get these ganks off, lacking that Predator reach.
Karsa does find Kanavi doing the scuttle as it will be secured. Bottom lane for V5 had priority, so they were moving first, but Kanavi gets in and out quickly enough to where it does not matter. Still do have a bit of difference in this one. Is JDG not being able to put as much priority on the dragon, or at least not freely giving over the dragon is V5 this time around, as they have kept Karsa down towards this bot side of the map.
One of the things that I just wanted to highlight there, though, because we've seen a few times when Rookie's on his LeBlanc. Rookie's LeBlanc traditionally has been insane. Like, absolutely nuts. The guy is his skill shots look like they're just actually fun. Recently on the LeBlanc, though, Rookie has missed some crucial chains, and it's kind of made it a little bit like difficult for Karsa to set himself up to find these fights and kind of follow up on this mid lane play. So certainly want to see if Rookie's going to be a little bit better this time around. Missed one already, but I don't think it's too much to write home about, as V5 now moving across towards this dragon. Yagao out of mana, Rookie coming fresh off of base. JDG have to see control.
I was hoping we were going to get this series iteration of the Rift Herald fights that we see every 8 minutes in every other series of the LPL, but this time it was going to be about dragons. But JDG say, nah, we don't need that first dragon. We know how much we like it, but it's okay. And V5 will secure that first neutral objective. But now I would expect all those eyes to go towards the top side of the map, as Rift Herald has been on the board for about 40 seconds. And we'll see who can claim that objectives themselves first to get that snowball going in one of these lanes, right? You're looking at V5. If they can get Rookie these plates in the mid lane, if they can get Photic these plates in the mid lane, Rich themselves, and JDG need to try to get Yagao or Hope ahead.
And I mean, for Yagao, again, I think he's totally fine to just farm up. You can see, without much jungle pressure, he's totally all right to just go tit for tat, scale into the late game, and he's going to be fine. No CS difference at all in that. I personally would like to see Kanavi trying to play towards 369 here, especially with Rift Herald up, getting pressure on that top side, maybe getting a pick onto Rich could lend itself towards you getting that Rift Herald, but you can see with Rookie having full control in mid, Karsa also just having more gold, better back timings, means it's very difficult for JDG to try and match the mid jungle. And now Karsa is starting up this Rift Herald. Reset coming through almost at the exact same time for the AD carries, but ppgod got that quicker reset and is now in position for this fight.
He is. Everybody coming up this way will finally get our 5v5, but Kanavi face checks the bush and dies immediately. Crescent Guard utilized now by Karsa as the rest of JDG show up, but the Rift Herald just goes to V5, second neutral objective in a row.
And JDG just no communication. should have been talking, hey, ppgod has reset, ppgod has first move, but they just don't do it, and that's why Kanavi wasn't really expecting ppgod to just be sitting in the brush. So V5, numbers advantage, get the pick, get the play on towards the Rift Herald. Missing now, trying to establish vision control on the spot side as V5 start to teeter on back down with the success booking.
That was a little bit of a scary situation for Photic there, but given the thumbs up, realizing missing is there to try and kill him, and the transition back down will not be so. But the Pick Kings come back alive here for V5. As again, huge way for them to find these leads that they love to get early on, and Karsa's already on his mythic item completion.
Yeah, Karsa's huge. Kanavi, though, trying to see if he can get some of that gold answered. Can't turn off the towers, but again, look at Karsa already moving down to this bot side. He doesn't care about where his camps are. He's just making sure that JDG can't get these leads, and now in a great spot once more to shut down the potential play from Kanavi.
And they could be looking to make a play of their own, right? They're setting up down here so long, and Kanavi clearing out his bottom side of the jungle will be around to answer just in case. The Rift Herald is on the board for Karsa, but it's ppgod and Karsa who now go in for the aggressive invade, as Rookie had gotten priority in the mid lane as well.
And you can see what the game plan is from Rookie with his build path. Not going towards that lost chapter, instead going straight for the blasting wand. He's all in burst, wants to see if he can have an impact in these skirmishes, but JDG want to take a fight in this mid. 369 is here.
He uses the Stormbringer to get away. The Death Sentence actually connects as well as the play. Mega Death Rocket connects onto Karsa himself. Karsa in some trouble here and will die himself. First kill to JDG. And on top of V5's overzealousness, JDG come alive.
And V5 couldn't follow up. They could see 369 was there, so they had to just back away. Rookie wasn't able to support him, and Karsa going that bit too far forward, not realizing that 369 was gone. Now, TP from 369 back up, or sorry, actually from the Yagao back up towards this top side, as the rest of JDG looking to establish control over this river. 369 keeping his TP available in case they want to try and look for this dragon in a minute.
Oh, Yagao. This is not your normal area, Yagao. You gotta be careful because these jungle areas are very scary. And Rich finds the kill on to Yagao.
I mean, pick for V5 to get one at the Rift Herald, now another one on this top side. Really nice job to get Yagao. And there was actually a nice setup here for JDG to look towards the dragon, but that's kind of out the window now. Kanavi, great ultimate there to make sure they could deny the CC. And then again, Rookie can't follow up. He knows 369's there, but bottom left corner.
Karsa just went in on that. What? Okay. Well, he connected the whip becomes lightning, and he just had to audaciously charge forward. Because that's just what we do. The tower did get charged, but it doesn't die. And Karsa dies for his second time in a row.
It looks like Karsa caught with his pants down. Thought that JDG were going to look at Dragon, right? That's what we've been saying. JDG are the Dragon team in the LPL, but not able to do so. Not able to kind of find that safety because JDG had actually denied the Dragon, gone towards top side, and were looking to protect the Rift Herald play. So really nice job here where Karsa just doesn't realize he's about to get caught.
Bit unfortunate there, as you see in the picture, just everything coming together at the right time for JDG, and unfortunate for Karsa going down there. But still got the Rift Herald, still got the charge on the top side, so a little bit more pressure up that way. Something here, though, as we transition to this next dragon, will be the second dragon for V5 in a row.
And at least that's a little victory. I mean, realistically, with V5 getting that tower top, getting dragon, and only giving over a kill, it kind of gives more over towards V5.
Yeah.
So even though JDG did, like, in theory, get the pick, kind of gives me a little bit more confidence for V5 in this game with the way things are going. Yeah, you can kind of open up Rich on these side lanes. Rich again beats 369 in the 1v1 once he gets towards an item and a half, and having that ghost available to chase down 369. So for this Kenenn, your comfort is fights, but V5 are, again, as we said, going to be able to opt into these 1-3-1s, keep pressure on side lanes, deny JDG a lot of access to these fights, and make it tough for them to continue.
And just coming off that last game, right, like my eyes automatically go to Photic and Hope, but it's been so much about other pieces of the puzzle in this game so far. It's only 15 minutes in. Not a lot to say in that regards, but it still has been an obvious focus, kind of away from the kills going into the bot lane, all the blood down there towards the bot side. It's been a little bit more calculated, at least when they're approaching these fights, and V5 has completely changed the way they've approached this early game, right? They have been the ones prioritizing these dragons, making sure they know how JDG want to play, and they find counters to that as V5 rookie try to find the kill Yagao under tower.
Close for Yagao. Does get taken very, very low. And Rookie now starting to get control over this mid lane. 2 assists to his name. Full Ludens completed. This guy hurts. And even the Dark Seal as well. So if he manages to get a couple of these kills, Snowball can certainly start. We'll have to see now the classic V5 play. Get the play on mid. Now get vision control established on top side. This is exactly how V5 find those picks that get them their mid-game snowball. And we'll have to see if JDG are going to fall prey. Jesus.
Hope already used the Mega Death Rocket. He used the Gale Force. He used everything trying to get Photic. Now Photic uses his ulti back. And we'll see if ppgod can connect. You have in the picture-in-picture. Kanavi is just caught dead by Rookie, who adds a couple more stacks to the Dark Seal. And V5 coming out on top all over the map.
And we said this is the V5 Classic. Just get the vision, look for picks, and we said, JDG, you gotta be aware of this, and Kanavi wasn't. He's now picked off again, 369 under tower against Rich. Rich now backing away as soon as Yagao shows up, but this is what V5 do best. Get those picks, get the control of side lanes, and again, deny JDG good times in these team fights.
So rough when the V5 that we all know and love comes to bear, and you're getting controlled on the map so heavily. Rookie is constantly out of his lane, looking for the side lane plays, looking for the picks, as we have said, have been so crucial. And in this game, it's no different. We are seeing consistent picks from V5, and it is a lot more of that early game focus. Speaking of, this thing just has to go golden because he was about to die. Now you're getting a full 5v5 fight on the bot side. 369 with the slicing maelstrom. Mega Death Rocket on the back gets Hope the kill, but now it's got to be careful because Rich is in the house. Kanavi coming down with the damage, with the Stormbringer, with the V5. Chance is dashed. Rich is trying to make something happen on Kanavi. He finds a double kill, but Yagao chasing him down. Yagao is overextended. Karsa going in now, but the death sentence connect from missing. They can't connect the damage, and Karsa is still alive.
Yagao!
Oh my God, it's a chaotic fight. Kanavi finishing it off. It is insanity, and JDG find their way back into it.
It's a bloodbath in that bottom lane as Kanavi, the sole recipient left standing, as Rich had to run for the hills. And just like that, yes, you get plays for JDG, but V5 answer back just as hard. And now in a position to get a good amount of damage on this mid lane turret. It's actually V5 who end up slightly ahead coming out of that play. But my God, JDG, they wanted to fight back in that plane. As we go into the replays, he said, call it out, Mazel, like the TP from 369, that flank ward, so crucial.
That's all that matters.
To setting up so much. But we may not actually get a replay because like 30 seconds now until the dragon.
Yeah.
And everything has been burned on both sides. Like, look at the amount of flashes that are down on B5. Like, Karsa, Rookie, Photic, Cleanse for Photic. But looking across at JDG, you're only just about getting all of your ultimates back up. But, you know, summoner spells galore. Literally every single summoner spell for JDG burnt in that last fight.
Just gotta be really careful, though. B5 are looking to pounce on them, but they do have positioning in the river here. As we said, JDG's comfort zone is this river, setting up around these objectives, but the priority in mid means a second charge will go off. The Rift Herald getting so much value there, and Hope almost just gets taken out by Rookie. As an extent, though, Kanavi has now engaged onto Rich, but this is a chokehold. This is a huge fight for V5 if they can take it. The Chaos Storm back, though. The AoE ultimates are available for JDG. They have Slicing Maelstrom still, and V5 decide that they can't take that team fight. They don't want to, and they give up the dragon at least just yet. Karsa is still around here, but yeah, V5 back away, and will be JDG claiming their first neutral objective.
Kanavi actually playing Get Down, Mr. President, accidentally in that fight. ppgod went for the flash hook, but Kanavi had already started the ultimate, so ends up tanking the hook that would have solidified Yagao's death, and Kanavi just about managing to deny, the CC for V5 means that V5 can't actually take that fight. So JDG I mean, a miracle essentially coming in there to keep them in this game, get them another dragon, and deny V5 that fight. I don't know if we'll get a replay of it because it wasn't the kill going across, but that was super clutch from Kanavi.
You're still seeing the iteration of JDG who wins team fights, who gets a big flank for 369 and damages everybody with Hope who's scaling. You can see that a potential in this game. But V5 are trying to cross those T's, dot those I's, make sure that they do not lose in the same fashion they did last game. They want to make sure these neutral objectives are theirs. They are in place for these fights. They're keeping priority around, and their decision-making isn't sporadic, as we kind of saw later into that last game.
But one of the guys that we highlighted was Rich in this top lane at the start of the day. Kind of saying, hey, look, this guy, the solo kill king in the LPL right now. Oh, never mind.
You don't get to talk because missing ties to the pick kings of V5.
Yeah, nice pick there, but this is what I wanted to point out. Rich is so fed on the side lane that you need people to deal with him, but was trying to wait on Rookie to get into position. Fortunately, Rich couldn't catch him. Should get this bot lane turret, though, off that reset. You can see that with Rookie being in the jungle, 369 can't really get to the point where he's happy to contest it. V5 now sieging up on both bot and in this mid lane. JDG defend the mid, but they lose bot. Rookie now TPing topside to keep this side lane pressure up, making sure they can push JDG back and continue to get this deep vision and look for more of these picks.
And this gold lead is slowly but steadily increasing, right? We were at 3,000, we were at 4,000. Now we're circling around that 6,000 gold mark for V5. And it's been, oh my gosh, but it kind of gets stopped on his back. Nicely done from Hope Will be up there. But it has been a very steady trek to the top right now for V5 in this game. And it's a similar situation that we saw last game where they were getting those early leads. They were taking the advantage early on. We went to 47.5 minutes last time around, and JDG were finding those team fights mid-game. This is where JDG need to turn that back on. They need to find a resurgence of that power they had for themselves in game number 1.
And they tried to do it actually with that rocket from Hope. Looked a little bit funky, but stopped the reset from Photic. Meant that Rookie had to transition down from top to cover the mid wave. And it meant that JDG were trying to see if they could make the dive, but now Kanavi nearly getting caught there.
Oh, they have found Rich, though, slicing Maelstrom to kick off the fight, though. Rich healing up so heavily from the needlework, and Hope having used the Gale Force away. Rich goes down, and now Hope is excited. You get the TP committal, though, from Yagao as V5 take the mid lane.
But this is the kind of the overall play that came from that Hope from Rocket. Rookie has to move down to mid, so JDG are able to get side control. They have to do a mid push, which means they're able to collapse on Rich. And that's why Hope has been using these rockets, and we see a lot of Jinxes using these rockets as this tool to stop the tempo from V5. By those couple of extra seconds, that can be the difference maker. Now, you still got the tier 2 going down for Rich. Rich is still in a really good spot. V5 should be able to kind of continue on, but this is where, because JDG had the push in mid, stopped Photic from being able to contest the wave in mid, and gave Yagao the opportunity to move up top because they knew Rookie had to now move mid to hold the mid push. This is why JDG were able to move down to that bottom side. So this is the tiny things that JDG like to do that give them that side lane control, that give them that wave control, so they can get themselves back in the game.
All right, the setup is so crucial for this next fight. This is sole point for V5. JDG can give it up if they'd like to, and it looks like V5 are going to be moving in here first. But still, sole point to V5 is another terrifying prospect. Kanavi, ppgod playing a little bit of an aggressive game himself, but it's still setting up sole point for V5, gives them complete control that they've already pretty much had in this game for the rest of it. They can set up for the dragon, they can try to pull the bear, they can force JDG into their styles here. And we saw a little bit of that last game, especially around that early and mid game. But JDG weathered that storm. See if they can do it again this time.
They'll find Kanavi. Just going to be able to get a little bit of poking back away, though. V5 now.
They are
full
waiting.
Position here. Hope!
Flash depth charge onto Hope there. TP's now coming in. Slicing Maelstrom available for 369. Stormbringer utilized. They've already found one, though. Photic, main damage dealer. Crescent Guard coming out. Look at Rookie on the back. Gets stunned up, though. Meg Death Rocket going a little bit wide. It is a dicey fight, but it's one that JDG come out on top with.
Great flash from Yagao to keep himself safe. 369 still has flash, still has his ult, and still is still looking at Karsa.
Karsa forced the flash over the wall. Now Rich in some trouble. Rich played back. Rich is taking up a storm here, and Rich is taking a 1v5. Here comes Rookie on the back, though, with some damage himself. It is still V5 contesting the dragon, as JDG's health bars are nowhere near where they need to be, and they're still committing to this dragon. Rookie on the back can pick off left and right. The dragon resets now. JDG's focus is not on Rookie and Rich, who are on the backside of the fight. They are committing to this dragon, and they are committing to the fight. The slicing maelstrom utilizing. Karsa is burned down to the ground. Second Ocean Dragon secured by JDG, and now Rookie, he's trying so desperately to make something happen, and he gets blown up. Double kill for Hope, make it a triple for JDG, and just like last game, we're seeing them come back.
When JDG needs someone to step up in these fights, it is Hope who says me. Now, with Rich there, though, will fall. There's also 369 gone. It's all gone disastrously for JDG. Rich, able to find the picks. Photic is here. Baron is available. And Karsa's up in 4. Do V5 just go towards the Baron? You're missing both top and AD carry for a significant portion of time, but see here, ppgod tries to get onto Hope. You get the Gale Force and just buys enough space to keep them away. Yagao flashing forward to kill Photic brilliantly there. Means that they're able to get it now. V5, they're on the Baron.
Photic died because of the Moonlight Vigil cast. So interesting, but 4,000 health, now 6,000 on the Baron. It's resetting, but V5 are in it. Kanavi, can he steal it away from the King of Thieves? Rookie on the backside here. Moonlight Vigil goes a little bit wide. V5 feeling dicey as the Mega Death Rocket doesn't hit Rich. Here comes Kanavi into the pit, though. Rookie buying time. The Baron still hovered, as there we go. Kanavi's in the pit. He has the death sentence. He steals the Baron. Can he get away? He's out of there.
You can be the King of Thieves, but King Kanavi still reigns supreme. Moving in, gets the Baron, and now JDG, low health bars on V5. They're the ones with the push. They're the ones with control. And V5, they were the top team in the LPL, but JDG on the reset, coming back into form, are looking to rout V5 where they stand.
Is this how the Titans fall in a 2-0 loss to JDG? The fact that Kanavi buys so much time here, and that V5 don't commit to the Baron. Karsa's sitting in the pit, and they just don't pull the trigger on it.
It's so hard to. They know that Kanavi can come over the wall with the ultimate, and Rookie's doing his best to try and poke out Kanavi, but Kanavi positioned right behind missing means that they can't. They don't have the range to try and fight over the wall. Karsa's getting knocked down by Yagao every time that laser's up. And now Rich, overextended, Kanavi is hunting.
Luckily, ppgod putting that ward down will spot them out on their transition down, but this is the main focus. It's the objectives. It's the towers that JDG have been so far behind on.
Tower number 1 in this bot side falling. JDG looking to continue this forward.
They're just committing.
Answering on the top side. That's the thing. Like, if you can trade even with the Baron, you're pretty alright here as V5. And for Rookie, he's doing a great job of doing just that. JDG now need to reset to deal with this side lane on the top side for Rookie. So at least for now, V5 trading even. Dragon in a minute and a half though. If JDG can continue to stack up these Ocean Dragons, it becomes really difficult for V5 to try and operate, especially for Rookie. Because a lot of what Rookie's trying to do is like soften people up at the start of these fights. You know, poke his head in, get a bit of damage off, hop back out, make it uncomfortable for JDG. But when you've got the regen there, it kind of denies a lot of what Rookie's trying to do at the start of these fights.
And I will say, you know, momentum is king, especially in the LPL. And you can literally, physically feel the momentum shifts in these games so far today, because JDG just find a way to drag it out, find a way to pick it out, and find a way to get themselves still in this game, even though we've seen V5, the best team in the league, constantly find early advantage, constantly dictate the pressure and tempo of the early game. Doesn't matter when going against the big brain geniuses that are JDG. They still have a game to clean out, though.
And for JDG, this is such a like a statement game when you've been struggling so much throughout the split. Now, to find your footing, find the identity, find the playstyle that you want to work around, and having Hope and Missing really coming together in this bottom lane. The team fighting is on point, the playstyle is there, and they're going up against Victory 5. The team right now sitting 9-1 in the standings, uncontested in first place, and JDG might be about to take them down.
Will they make the gods bleed here? JDG moving in from the middle lane into the river here as Karsa setting up behind the Dragon Pit. V5 definitely feel like this is a do or die moment. That momentum I was talking about, it is about these fights, about these objectives. And if you give JDG a third drag in a row, well, things are looking a little bit dicey. Karsa on the side, can he steal it? Connection onto Photic, the dragon already taken by JDG, and that's 3 in a row.
That was blind by Missing. That was a blind hook by Missing that connected with the most crucial target on V5. Missing's Thresh is on a different bloody level. Now JDG have full control of this mid lane because V5 had kind of opted into the bot side of that dragon fight, and it means that you're getting this mid tower now for free. You've only got the resets now coming out from V5. Rookie's pushed in that bot wave, but Yagao's there to collect.
Stormbringer in, they tried to catch Hope. They literally used everything on Hope. They don't catch him, but they do catch Kanavi. And now Rookie on the back. This is the slicing maelstrom that can change it, but JDG, they find one in return, and now Hope still untouched. Needs to be a little bit careful though, because Rookie, he flashes away. A triple kill for Photic on the other side, and JDG are running for the hills here. They were so close, but now the gold lead back open to 4,000 for V5.
JDG thought they'd be able to do it. They thought that they had the advantage, but oh, a lot of damage onto Rookie. But the TP from Rookie meant that JDG had the uneven fight for a large portion of that. Yagao came in a little bit late, and now V5 are able to take that dive and turn it back around. JDG biting off more than they could chew in that engagement, but all said and done, 3 dragons for JDG. It's going to make things a little bit easier. Here you can see, right, Rookie gets the reset and instantly starts the TP in. It's way before Yagao's able to get here, so this dive for JDG with Kanavi going a bit too far suddenly isn't able to play it as they were expecting because Rookie has that brilliant flank. It's putting a ton of pressure onto Hope. I see here Hope is just caught. Do I try and lay forward? Do I try and get the damage down? Because you're going to have Rookie who's able to put or take a massive chunk of his health bar, whereas Photic is very much able to fight this slow, steady, front to back style of fight and just work his way through the JDG health.
And that's one of the biggest things for me in this. When you're looking at these 5v5 fights, it's like you have a perfect setup for straight up knocking heads against each other 5-on-5, but then for V5 they have the extra little input of Rookie with the flanks, with the picks onto Hope. That is the difference maker. I feel like that we didn't have in game number 1 was that immediate access to the back line.
JDG though back in control of the map, at least pushing in mid, having priority. Rookie has done a good job of sneaking his way in behind here.
They have a flank again. They do. That's already needlework used by Rich, but a beautiful gravity field from Yagao separates them to not let V5 continue. As Rookie's still playing the side, as you were saying, trying to keep this top lane pushing, but trying not to get caught by all the members of JDG. Yeah, they know something's up over here.
Yeah, they're fishing. They knew that they hadn't spotted Rookie. That's why they all backed away. It's like, we need to find where this LeBlanc is. And now, V5 on the back foot. JDG pushed.
They know they have
Rookie.
the 5v5.
They're starting up the Baron. I mean, this is a bit risky.
Oh my god, Rookie takes a couple rockets, mega death rocket from Hope. That's all you need. You take out the pick king. That's all you need. JDG with 369 on the side has slicing maelstrom, and V5 realize this Baron is there.
JDG get the play onto Rookie. They get the Baron, and a minute and a half until Soul is up. With Baron, JDG can control the waves, they can get the vision they need, and they can look towards that massive Soul alongside all the standing gold, alongside all the turrets that are available for them to now pick up. V5 once more, trying to see if they can play the map. Rich hovering off the side lane. He knows in the 1v1 against either 369 or Yagao he will win, but he's not getting the opportunity to go for that. V5 being behind means it's very difficult for V5 to get that side lane pressure that they want.
Exactly, and I got to do a check-in really quick, Dagda. But we have about a minute until this dragon spawns, till Soul for JDG if they want to fight it. Everybody's going to be down there. But we've got to look at items. We have 4 completed items for both ADCs. Key difference here, Hope has a stopwatch in his inventory. That can be a game changer when it comes down to picks that Rookie is looking for. On the other side, you have 3 items completed for a majority of carries for V5, 4 for Photic. It is about positioning. It is about team fighting here yet again for the 2nd game in a row.
And don't forget, ooh,
They go
Hope
with
goes
Photic.
forward.
He's in trouble. You can't do that, Photic. As now Rich is going in. They're trying to find Hope, but Hope makes it out. Now he's firing on the back line. Needlework is going to go wide. Karsa goes down. JDG have done it again. How does this keep happening? They're taking the mid tower now, and Hope is one to get Rookie as well. This is insanity, and this is JDG picking apart V5.
8th place, be damned. Top of the table, be damned. JDG have found the win in 2-0 fashion against V5.
The way they've done it, the brains coming out of JDG every step of the way. V5 tried their darndest, but they come up short, and Titans do bleed. JDG with a 2-0 sweep.
And in an incredible fashion as well. And so much of this was dictated by fantastic team fights by JDG and by fantastic performances from Missing and Hope. Missing's Thresh, absolutely phenomenal. 2 games in a row here, finding picks, the heat-seeking hooks on towards Photic almost every single time.